Let me explain the rules of MICRO HERO ACHILLES, a solo game available on Kickstarter at a pay what you want price from April 7th, 2026. Designed by Leon Proust, illustrated by Remy Leblanc and published by Graham's Edition, in which you help Achilles train his Olympic athletes in order to collect the maximum prestige. Shuffle the 2 trial cards and place one on top of the other. Then choose the coach's trial you wish to compete for this training phase by orientating the text to face you. Take the 24 athlete cards corresponding to the chosen coach card, making sure that levels 1 and 2 are visible with level 1 correctly orientated, then shuffle them. Keep this deck in your hand and place the coach card on top, with levels 3 and 4 visible, with level 3 correctly orientated. Finally, place the training cards behind the deck with levels 1 and 2 visible, again level 1 correctly orientated. A game of MICRO HERO ACHILLES takes place over 4 training cycles. Your goal is to obtain the most prestige points by developing your athletes and strategically positioning them in your deck. A training cycle consists of interacting with all the cards in your deck until all the cards have been moved to the back. During a game of MICRO HERO ACHILLES, depending on the training cycle, you will have access to a certain number of active cards in your deck. These are the cards with which you will constantly interact. At any time, you can use the active cards in any order you choose, either as support or for training. The first card after the active cards in your deck can be viewed, but it is considered inactive. If it is a training card, the following cards are then inaccessible. Depending on the training cycle, you also have a support area that can accommodate a number of cards. You can place athlete cards there to transform them into resources to train other athletes or to obtain bonuses. Athlete cards can be upgraded to level 3 or 4. All have a bonus that activates when they are in support. When it is time to play, choose one of the following 2 actions: place an athlete in support or train an athlete. To place an athlete in support, take the active card of your choice and then slide it to the back of your deck with the top of the card still visible. The agility and strength values of the support cards then become resources that you can use to train other athletes. The values of all the support cards can be added together. If your support area is already full and you want to add a new card, you must first exhaust one of the cards already present. To do so, lower it back without changing the order of your deck so that you no longer see the top of the card. You can also choose from amongst your active cards to train an athlete in order to help them progress to the next level. To do this, you must have the required number of agility and strength resources in your support area. If you have them, exhaust these cards used as resources by lowering them back into your deck without changing their position, so that the tops of the card no longer protrude. Then flip or rotate the trained athlete card to display its correctly orientated new level. Note, however, that when an athlete card has reached a level, it can never return to a lower level. Finally, place it in the resting area at the back of the deck. The coach card is also composed of 4 parts. In the case of the coach, these parts correspond to different energy levels, which can increase or decrease during the game. When it is an active card, you can either increase its energy level and then place it in the resting area, or decrease its energy level in order to activate its coaching power. Note, however, a coach card can never be placed in the support area. A training cycle ends when you have interacted with all the cards in your deck, that is, when all the cards have been moved to the back and the training card is on top. Then check if you've met the current coach's trial requirements. If so, you'll receive the indicated bonus for your next training cycle. Place the trial card in front of you to remember it. Otherwise, you won't earn any bonus and simply set this trial card aside. At the end of the first training cycle, take the second coach's trial card and choose the one you wish to complete. At the end of the second training cycle, take the first coach's trial card, whether it is in front of you or to the side, flip it over and then choose the trial to complete. At the end of the third training cycle, take the second coach's trial card, flip it over and then choose the trial for the final training cycle. Then rotate or flip the training card so that the number of the next cycle is correctly orientated. Then place that at the back of the deck. Finally, put all your athletes who have finished their previous training cycle in your support area to rest by lowering them in the deck without changing the order of the cards. You can then start a new cycle and continue in this way until you have completed all 4 training cycles. The game ends after the 4th cycle once the coach's trial has been resolved. Remove the training card from your deck and set it aside. Remove the coach's card from your deck and place it face up in front of you in its final orientation. Then, without changing the order of the cards, count the number of points each athlete is worth, card by card, starting with the top of the deck, adding any prestige points from the coach card. Add them up and then assess your team's prestige. You can also play MICRO HERO Achilles with 2 players. Each player takes a coach card and the corresponding 24 athlete cards to build their deck, as in solo mode. Shuffle the 2 trial cards and place them one on top of the other. The Achilles player then chooses the team trial that you will both have to attempt to complete for this training cycle. You play simultaneously, each on your own, following exactly the same rules as those of the solo mode. At the end of each training cycle, check which one of the 2 players fulfills the trial requirements. The winner then upgrades 1 or more athlete cards for free anywhere they wish in their deck. In addition, the first player to complete their training places their coach card wherever they want in their deck for the next cycle, then chooses the next team trial from the 2 available. In the event of a tie, Hector always wins the team trial. At the end of the game, each player counts their points, then compares their scores, and the coach with the most prestige wins. Enjoy your game.